side, and of course a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The kicker, Will Reichard, has the ball on the tee. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. You look at this defense for the Vikings. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
With their lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
And he's able to plow forward out to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. First down, here's Mitchell. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Benson. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson. Open man, here's Benson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't. But it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Running left, here's Mitchell. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. His 4th rushing touchdown on the year, number 6 overall. And the Ravens get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. Now McCarthy. He gets it to Addison. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's McCarthy. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings sit 5-3 now on the year. They coming off the loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple of months, CD. 5 wins in their last 8 games.
And last week, not only on the scoreboard, but I saw it on tape as well. Definitely not one of their final performances because they were outclassed pretty much right from the start. So I think there'll be a renewed emphasis on trying to be a little better out of the gate in this one so they don't fall into a big hole.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We got you.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the points. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Jackson now. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. On his loop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Ravens 14, Vikings 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. On play action, now McCarthy. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Mike Green able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action. Now Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Benson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Benson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Right side. There's Likely with it.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
To throw again is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
Zay Flowers from 3 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. 21, Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Second and 10. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage with a flag down here to boot. So they may back up further. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. McCarthy off the play fake. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Adafe Owe with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Formation for the Vikings.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
First down, Ravens.
Again, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's Benson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Jackson from the shotgun. That's another one, complete to Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
This 2nd and 4. Looking to throw McCarthy.
Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
3rd down from the gun, McCarthy.
Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing is McCarthy.
Caught on the right side by Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
To the air with McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
On play action, McCarthy.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith.
That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover. And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now McCarthy.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
McCarthy operating from the gun. This one swung out here to Jones.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Going for it. Here's McCarthy.
A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny them the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They go play action with Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Throwing is Jackson.
That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Rashad Bateman.
An 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 7.
Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's McCarthy.
Being chased out left. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Mike Green
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right back to Mitchell here.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners, keep moving it, keep grinding the clock.
He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6. Here's Jackson. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Tyler Luke on for the Ravens field goal.
And his kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Buying time to his left. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. McCarthy eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Roquan Smith.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
And with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And he's got it down to the 28. 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 28.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A toss left. Henry. And stepped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Henry fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Tyler Luke on for the field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap.